Good afternoon, and thank you for joining the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated for our May Week 2021 award ceremony. I am Belinda Pitts, and I will be your mistress of ceremony for today's event. At this time, we will have a formal welcome by the chapter's president, Tina Paul.
I bring you greetings on behalf of the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Welcome to our 2021 May Week program. May Week is a time of celebration and reflection. Today's program is the beginning of a week-long celebration comprised of a variety of activities. However, today we will honor chapter members for various accomplishments and accolades and recognize community leaders for their service to the city of Suffolk. Additionally, several students from Suffolk Public Schools will be announced as scholarship recipients. More than $10,000 will be awarded to very deserving scholars. Without further ado, welcome to Suffolk Alumnae's 2021 May Week. I hope you enjoyed the program.
Thank you so much, Madam President, for that warm welcome. Here to give the purpose of this occasion, we have chapter member Pamela Jones Watford.
Good afternoon. Each year, the month of May is an exciting time for the women of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Since our founding 108 years ago, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated has clearly distinguished itself as a public service organization that boldly confronts the challenges of African Americans and hence all Americans. We provide an extensive array of public service initiatives through our 5-point program thrust of economic development, educational development, international awareness and involvement, physical and mental health, and political awareness and involvement. So to share the main vision and mission is positive our sorority. We partner with local schools and community agencies and make monetary donations to make an awesome impact to transform lives as we have been called to serve. The observance of May Week is a long time standing celebration in our sorority that was originally inaugurated in 1920 at Wilberforce University. It was initially designed to give chapters the opportunity to stress the importance of a program of higher education for African American women. The idea to emphasize higher education was the brainchild of the sorority's first president, Sadie T.M. Alexandria. As such, chapters first celebrated May Week in 1921. During our May Week celebration, the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter awards several scholarships to young scholars graduating from local high schools. We acknowledge community leaders and organizations that have gone above and beyond the call of duty in giving of their time, talent, and many other capacities. Additionally, chapter members are recognized for various accomplishments obtained throughout the sorority year. So yes, this is an exciting day. We are so elated to award more than $10,000 in scholarships to deserving graduates, to honor community leaders, and also organizations. So we are glad you're here with our organization celebrating May Week 2021.
Thank you so much, Pamela. We appreciate you just setting the tone and setting the atmosphere for today's event. Surely May Week is certainly important to the chapter. We get excited about it because it gives us a good opportunity to give back to those in the community who share the same desire for giving back as we do. At this time, we will welcome a prayer from chapter's chaplain, Reverend Betty Montgomery.
As we come together for prayer, Holy Father, we come again to say thank you for this day. We thank you for the opportunity to provide and to promote excellency in the city of Suffolk. We thank you for every student that will be represented. We thank you for those of the community who have gone above and beyond and they're given to the community. God, we just thank you for what you have done for us. And so we ask you now to come and be in the center of our activities that we might do all things pleasing in your sight. These and all other blessings we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you very much, Reverend Montgomery, for that prayer. Now that we have ushered in the spirit of the one who is able to keep us from falling and the one who gives us the strength to do what we need, the atmosphere has been set as far as what this occasion is all about. We will move forward in our program with the acknowledgement and recognition of our community leaders.
Suffolk Alumnae Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated honors organization and outstanding leaders in the Suffolk community. Community Organization of the Year, the Links Incorporated, Suffolk, Virginia Chapter. In 1984, an interest group of the Links Incorporated took place in the home of the late Mrs. Violine O. Sharp. The name Suffolk Women's League was chosen as the name of the interest group. In 1985, the group's name was changed to the Suffolk Chapter when 27 members were inducted into the Links Incorporated. Mrs. Violine O. Sharp was elected as the first president of the newly formed chapter. Mrs. Dwan Hoffler Foster currently serves as the chapter president. The chapter aims to embrace and enrich the lives of members and the communities in which it serves. Links members contribute more than 1 million documented hours of community service annually. Male Community Leader of the Year, Mr. Leroy Bennett, Vice Mayor of Suffolk, Virginia. Married for 62 years to the former Susie Harrell. He is a veteran of the United States Navy, retired General Foreman from the Newport News Shipyard, currently known as Huntington Ingalls, after 36 years of employment. He is a longtime member of East End Baptist Church and serves on several ministries. He was first elected to Suffolk City Council in 1996. His greatest accomplishment is his acceptance of the will of God in his life. Female Community Leader of the Year, the late Mrs. Ruby Walden. She was instrumentalist in bringing the first Head Start program to Nansemond County. Before her passing, she was an active member of the Mount Sinai Baptist Church, a charter member of the Nansemond County Community Center, and served as secretary for 25 years. She was a delegate to the National Democratic Convention in Los Angeles in 1984. Her motto, "I cannot do everything, but I can do some things. What I can do, I ought to do. What I ought to do, with the help of God, I will do." Youth Community Leader of the Year, Ayanna Johnson. She is an honor student at Colonel Fred Cherry Middle School with a 4.0 GPA. She was inducted to the National Junior Honor Society and a member of Ladies of Distinction. She is the president of the Student Council Association. Ayanna has been a competitive dancer for 10 years, winning numerous national awards. She has been accepted into several Jeffrey Ballet School summer programs, approximately 500 volunteer hours in 12 months. Ayana hobbies: traveling, spending time with family, film and photography, and journaling.
A great big thank you and congratulations to each of you. May God continue to bless you and as you journey forward and do the work that He has allowed you to do for the Suffolk and surrounding communities. Now we will be blessed with a solo by Kings Fork High School honor graduate and one of our scholarship recipients, Sanaya Pitts.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Ooh, mountains, we gon' walk it out. Ooh, mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. I'll rise up, high like the waves, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Ooh, mountains, take it to its feet. Ooh, mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. All we need is hope. And for that we have each other. And for that we have each other. We will rise, we will rise, oh, we will rise. Oh, we'll rise. I'll rise up, rise like the wave, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again, and we'll rise up, high like the waves, we'll rise up, in spite of the ache, we'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you.
Awesome, wonderful job, Ms. Pitts. Thank you so much. At this time, our scholarship committee will come forward along with our courtesy committee, and they will present our scholarship awards, the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter's Achievements and Recognition Awards. We will be recognizing retirees, sorority members who have received advanced degrees, achievements, and promotions on their job.
Hello, everyone. My name is Melisina Roundtree. I am chair of Delta Academy Delta Gems. I'm going to first start off by speaking briefly about Delta Academy Delta Gems, and then I will go into information about our 3 graduates this year. Delta Academy. Delta Academy is a mentoring program. It's created out of an urgent sense that bold action is needed to save our young women from the perils of academic failure, low self-esteem, and negative images in society. The goals of the program are to focus on the social, physical, and emotional development of our young women in grades 6th through 8th grade and to prepare them for full participation as leaders in the 21st century. We provide structured learning activities that focus on topics such as self-esteem, empowerment, education, community public service, leadership skills, healthy eating and exercising, and enhancing their talents and interests. Delta GEMS is an acronym for Growing and Empowering Myself Successfully, was created to help African American young women ages 9 through 12th grade realize their dreams. The Delta GEMS framework is composed of 5 major components: scholarship, sisterhood, show me the money, service, infinitely complete, forming a roadmap for college and career planning. The goals are to instill the need to excel academically, to sharpen and enhance skills, to achieve high levels of academic success, to assist in proper goal setting and planning for the future, high school and beyond, to create compassionate, caring, and community-minded young women by actively involving them in service, learning, and community service opportunities. This year, I would like to highlight 3 of our seniors. First is Michaela Brown Mayfield, a senior at Lakeland High School here in the city of Suffolk. She is an honor graduate. Michaela is very active. Some of the activities she has participated in over the years include AAU track and field with Suffolk Stars, playing on the varsity field hockey team where she won Player of the Week, playing on the varsity softball team. She is a senior class treasurer, member of the Spirit Club, and DECA. She is very active in her church, First Baptist Church Mahan, aka 112, where she is in the youth choir, youth usher board, greeting ministry, youth church worker, and praise dance ministry. Michaela is also a mentor with the Arlington County Public School System. Michaela is always thinking about others before herself. Michaela is the aunt to 2 nieces and 3 nephews and is the youngest of 3 children. Michaela will be graduating from Paul D. Camp Community College in May 2021 with her associate's degree in the fall. In the fall, Michaela will be majoring in sports management. Next, we have Sanaya Jade Pitts. She's the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Lilton Pitts Jr. of the city of Suffolk. She has 2 older brothers, 5 nieces and nephews, and 2 dogs. She is a 2021 honor graduate of Kings Fork High School. Sanaya has been involved in chorus throughout her middle and high school years with Suffolk Public Schools. Her hobbies are drawing, music, gaming, and hanging with her friends. She is an active member of Greater First Baptist Church Orlando, where she serves in the youth ministry, mass choir, and volunteers with the food ministry and technology ministry. Sanaya is employed by the Chick-fil-A of Suffolk. After graduation, she plans to pursue a degree in criminology. And last but not least, we have Cameron Whitley, a student at Lakeland High School, who plays the cello in the orchestra. She lettered in varsity, softball, and volleyball, and is vice president of the student council. Cam is also an ambassador in Girl Scout Troop 649, a member of Nursing Cap, and very active at First Baptist Church. She is a 2021 honor graduate who will be continuing her studies in biomedical science. Her future career plans are to pursue a medical degree in dermatology.
Every year, the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated is dedicated to investing in the future generations of our local communities. This year, the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter is able to present over $10,000 in scholarships to some of the deserving young men and young women in our community. These recipients are well-rounded and demonstrate excellence in both academics and community service. We are excited to present our 2021 recipients and the sponsors. Please help us as we celebrate them. Our first scholarship is sponsored by the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. The Suffolk Alumnae Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated awards 3 $1,000 scholarships to female seniors in the Suffolk Public Schools. These students exemplify academic excellence and will attend an accredited college or university during the 2021 school year. The 3 recipients of the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated Scholarship are as follows. Christiana Green will graduate from Lakeland High School with a GPA of 3.74, and her intended major is criminal justice and psychology. Sanaya Pitts, graduating from Kings Fork High School with a GPA of 3.2, with an intended major of criminal justice. And Cameron Whitley, graduating from Lakeland High School with a GPA of 3.6 and an intended major of pre-medicine. Our next scholarship is the Doretha S. Miltier Scholarship. This scholarship is sponsored by the family of the late Doretha S. Miltier. Soror Miltier is a charter member of the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. She was initiated in the fall of 1949 Alpha Eta Chapter at Virginia State College. This scholarship awards 3 African American female students planning a career in education or the STEM fields. These students demonstrate a high degree of scholarship, leadership, and community service. Applicants must have a 3.0 or higher grade point average on a 4.0 scale. Doretha Skeeter Miltier was a wife, mother, grandmother, sister, aunt, cousin, friend, educator, and community volunteer. Doretha taught at Suffolk Public Schools for almost 20 years and is a charter member of the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter, serving as the chapter's first treasurer. Doretha's spirit was always one of a servant leader. She invested her time and talents to make a difference in important aspects of African American life. The 3 recipients of the Doretha S. Miltier Scholarship are as follows. Brooke Barnes. She will graduate from Kings Fork High School with a GPA of 4.4, with an intended major of animal science and a pre-veterinarian degree. Alexis Roundtree. She will graduate from Lakeland High School with a GPA of 3.6 and an intended major of pre-nursing. And Tierra Whitfield will graduate from Nansemond River High School with a GPA of 3.4 and an intended major of pediatric physical therapy. The Florine Donald Memorial Scholarship is sponsored by the family of Florine Donald. This scholarship awards $1,000 to a Suffolk Public School female student currently in the 12th grade. Florine Donald was a woman of great faith and stood on the foundation of Christ. She practiced the principles of servanthood while serving others and took great pride in the love and the strength of her family. The recipient of the Florine Donald Memorial Scholarship is Michaela Brown Mayfield. She will graduate from Lakeland High School with a GPA of 3.3 and an intended major of management. Our next scholarship, the Vermel T. Bird Scholarship, is sponsored by the Vermel T. Bird. She is a charter member of the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. She was initiated in the fall of 1955 Alpha Lambda Chapter at North Carolina College at Durham Central University. This scholarship will award $500 to a Suffolk Public School female student currently in the 12th grade. The Vermel T. Bird Scholarship will be awarded to Mariah Walters. She will graduate from Kings Fork High School with a GPA of 4.53 with an intended major of nursing. Our next scholarship is the Drive Now Motors LLC Business Management Scholarship in the amount of $500. This scholarship has been sponsored by D. Brown since 2019. This scholarship is awarded to an African American male in the 12th grade currently enrolled at Nansemond River High School. This recipient must be planning to attend an HBCU and major in business. The recipient of the Drive Now Motors LLC Business Management Scholarship is Marcus Green. He will graduate from Nansemond River High School with a GPA of 4.18 and an intended major of business. Our next scholarship is the Fortitude Scholarship in honor of Michelle Alston in the amount of $500. This scholarship is sponsored by the 28 Distinct Forces of Vitality in honor of Michelle Alston. Soror Alston was initiated in the spring of 2018, the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter. This scholarship is awarded to a Suffolk Public School female student currently in the 12th grade. Michelle Alston was a devoted mother, daughter, sister, soror, and educator. Michelle was a source of encouragement to many. She had reached as wide as God's open arms. The recipient of the Fortitude Scholarship in honor of Michelle Alston is Madison Galloway. She will graduate from Kings Fork High School with a GPA of 3.6 and an intended major of chemistry. Our next scholarship is the Florence B. Bowser Book Scholarship in the amount of $500. This scholarship is sponsored by Soror Kimberly Martin in honor of her aunt, the late Florence B. Bowser, 1872 to 1949. This scholarship is awarded to an African-American female student planning to attend a 2- or 4-year college in the state of Virginia. Florence B. Bowser was a mother and a community activist who put God and family first. Her passion for education led her to organize fundraisers and pioneer efforts to secure funding from the state and the Rosenwald Rural School Building Program to build the Florence Grade School, the first Virginia-based Rosenwald school for African Americans in Suffolk, Virginia. The recipient of the Florence B. Bowser Book Scholarship is Amani Hyman. She will graduate from Kings Fork High School with a GPA of 3.3 and a major of social work. Our next scholarship is the Hattie P. West Scholarship in the amount of $500. This scholarship is sponsored by the family of the late Hattie P. West. Soror West was also a charter member of the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. She was initiated in the fall of 1945, Alpha Eta Chapter at Virginia State College. This scholarship is awarded to an African American female or male high school senior. Hattie P. West was educated in the public schools of Greensville County, Virginia, where she graduated from Greensville County High School as salutatorian. Hattie was a phenomenal woman of beauty, quite fashionable, and the epitome of class and poise. She took great pride in the love of her family and friends. Hattie was employed as the first Black home demonstration agent in Nansemond County, City of Suffolk, for 30 years, and is a charter member of the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter. The Hattie P. Memorial West Scholarship will go to Marcus DePort, a Kings Fork High School graduate with a GPA of 4.1 and an intended major of material science. Our next scholarship is the Lady of Lakeland Scholarship in the amount of $500. The Lady of Lakeland Scholarship was created by the family of Soror Dana Woodson in celebration of Dana and her husband Willie's only child, Trinity Elise Woodson. This inaugural scholarship, which will be awarded annually, is for a high-achieving female senior of Lakeland High School who will be attending an HBCU. Additional criteria include demonstrated leadership and community service and a minimum of 3.0 GPA. As a top 10 scholar of the 2018 class of Lakeland, Trinity was often asked by peers and even adults why she wanted to attend a historical Black college University when her 3.98 plus GPA, her 1210 SAT score, and demonstrated leadership and community service clearly positioned her for schools of her choice. Her response, an HBCU, was her choice. She understood that not only would an HBCU supply her with a world-class education, but also a supportive and familial atmosphere and a sense of community where she would be cultivated and equipped for a lifetime of service and a lifetime of effecting change. Trinity found it important to start this scholarship to sow into the life of a lady of Lakeland who also wanted to choose this path and to have an HBCU guide her future. The recipient of the Lady of Lakeland Scholarship is Shania Hart. She will graduate from Lakeland High School with a GPA of 3.04 and an intended major of criminal justice. Our next scholarship is the Lori Ann Hall Memorial Scholarship and the amount of $250. The scholarship is sponsored by Lula and Helavi Holland. Ann was the best friend of Helavi and second daughter of Lula since Ann was 5 years old and Helavi was 4 years. Helavi penned Ann in 2006, which was the most special day shared between Helavi and Ann as Lula watched. This scholarship is awarded to a Suffolk Public School female student currently in the 12th grade. Lori Ann Hall was employed by the Newport News Public School System as a parent involvement specialist. Through her years of hard work, ethics, and deep dedication to students and parents, Lori was able to encourage and aided a number of students with going to college. Lori was a well-respected, appreciated, and loved member of the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter of the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. The recipient of the Lori Ann Hall Memorial Scholarship is Siani Telefaro, who will graduate from Nansemond River High School with a GPA of 3.7 and an intended major of psychology. Our final scholarship is the Lillian M. Jones Scholarship in the amount of $200, sponsored by Pamela Jones Watford in memory of her mother, Soror Lillian M. Jones, Suffolk Alumnae Chapter. This scholarship is awarded to an African American male or female high school senior that are a Suffolk resident and graduating from a Christian, private, or public school. Lillian M. Jones was a virtuous, victorious mother as well as an advocate for education and an educator for more than 30 years. Lillian loved Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, therefore combining two of her passions together has provided an opportunity to be a financial blessing to a high school senior on their way to their freshman year in college for 14 years. The recipient of the Lillian M. Jones Memorial Scholarship is Roosevelt Brown. He will graduate from Kings Fork High School with a GPA of 3.23 and an intended major of biology. We would like to take this opportunity to say congratulations to all of the 2021 scholarship recipients. The Suffolk Alumnae Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated wishes you all well in your future endeavors.
We would like to acknowledge these sorors for their achievements and accomplishments. Soror Jessica Moore obtained her Bachelor's of Science degree in Anthropology from the Cook Cole College of Humanities at Longwood University. Soror Jewel Anderson obtained her Master's in Business Administration from St. Leo University. She has been recently promoted from Lead Contract Specialist to Supervisory Contract Specialist Branch Head. Soror Brenda C. Boston obtained her Master's in Business Administration from Regent University. Her concentration is Healthcare Management. Soror Lecleader Odom obtained her Master's in Business Analytics from Regent University. Her new place of employment is Avalon Bay Communities Incorporated. Sora Tony Thomas obtained a doctorate of nursing practice from Liberty University. She has been recently promoted from nurse manager to Deputy Associate Director, Patient Care Service for the Department of Veteran Affairs in Big Spring, Texas. Sora Felita Steverson obtained a Life Purpose Life Coach certification at Hampton Drug Treatment Court in Hampton, Virginia. Sora Brooks Buck was elected to the Suffolk School Board for a third term in November 2020 and chair January 2021. Sora Helavi L. Holland was appointed as General District Court Judge for the City of Suffolk in 2021. We would like to honor these Soras for their commitment and service. Sora Robin Greg Chappelle, South Atlantic Regional Christmas Cantata participant. Sora Sharon Slaughter, Sisterhood Worship Experience Technical Support. Sora Bridget Buckner, Sisterhood Worship Experience Technical Support. Sora Betty Montgomery, Sisterhood Worship Experience Steering Committee. And Sora Belinda Pitts, Sisterhood Worship Experience Steering Committee. Last but not least, Sora President Tina Paul for her outstanding leadership and service as President of the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, 2019 through 2021. We celebrate the achievements of our 2021 high school graduates. Miss Sanaya Jade Pitts is the daughter of Sora Belinda Scott Pitts. She is a graduate of Kingsford High School. She will be majoring in criminal justice. Miss Alexis Roundtree is the daughter of Melisina Roundtree. She is a graduate of Lakeland High School. She will major in nursing. Mr. Dion L. Thomas Jr. is the son of Sora Tony Thomas. He is a graduate of Nasman River High School. Miss Cameron Nicole Whitley is the daughter of Sora Robin Whitley. She is a graduate of Lakeland High School, and her career path is pre-med biomedical sciences. Congratulations to all of our high school graduates and sorors.
Each year, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated commemorates those members who have reached milestones of service within the sisterhood. It has been a tradition of the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated that we honor these sorors during our annual May Week celebration. This year, it is with great honor that we get to celebrate 6 sorors with 25 years of service and 1 soror with 50 years of service in our illustrious sisterhood. Clearly, reaching this milestone is a very special occasion for each of these women. It is also a very special occasion for Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, as it is a testament of their loyalty and commitment to education, service, and sisterhood. You're each valued members, and your contributions are vital for Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated and the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated to be successful in meeting our mission, vision, and values. In recognition of your membership and vow of service as a soror of our beloved sisterhood for 25 years, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated Grand Chapter celebrates Soror Bridget Buckner of Auburn Alumni, Spring 96. Soror Felicia DeLoach of Hawaii Alumni, Spring 96. Soror Angela Hicks of Suffolk Alumnae Chapter, Spring 96. Soror Gail Pooley of Suffolk Alumnae Chapter, Spring 96. Soror Melisina Roundtree of Suffolk Alumnae Chapter, Spring 96. and Soror Deborah Stanford of Suffolk Alumnae Chapter, Spring 96. To Soror Judith Brooks Buck of Bennett College, 1969. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated Grand Chapter recognizes you for your membership and vow of service as a soror of our beloved sisterhood for 50 years. You ladies are great examples of what being a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated stands for. We thank you for your time, your service, and your input into our organization. It is with great honor and with love that we recognize you during our annual May Week celebration.
Thank you, and again, congratulations to each of you. Now we will be blessed with a dance solo from Miss Ayana Johnson. Miss Johnson is our Youth Community Leader Award recipient for today, and she currently holds the local title of Miss America's Outstanding Teen. And in June, she will be competing for the first time for the title of Miss Virginia Outstanding Teen. She is asking for the support of the community. If you would like to give a donation on Ayana's behalf to the Miss America Foundation Scholarship Drive, we ask that you go to spotfund.com, and we will have a link and more information on the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter's public Facebook page after today's program. Presenting to you, Miss Ayana Johnson.
You are not hidden. There's never been a moment you were forgotten. You are not hopeless. You have been broken, your innocence stolen. Are we sheltered? Are we honored? I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your breath so your breath so send out an army to find you in the middle of the dark night. I will rescue you. I will never stop marching free. You in the middle of the heart. I is true. I will rescue you. I hear the whisper underneath your breath. I hear you whisper you have nothing left. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. I will rescue you. I will never stop marching free. You in the middle of the heart. I is true. I will rescue you. Oh, I will rescue you.
Wonderful performance. Now as we are approaching to the end of our program, our President Soratina Paul will come back before you with special presentations. She will be presenting the Delta Deer of the Year, the Soror of the Year, and our chapter's May Week Committee Chairperson
Sororita Smith will come with closing remarks. I have enjoyed being your mistress of ceremony for today's events. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through today's program. God bless each of you.
Thank you, Belinda. This is a special part of our program, and I am elated to be the one to make these presentations. It's always a pleasure to recognize individuals that I love and respect. And so before I go any further, I want to commend the May Week Committee for this program that they have put together. It has been absolutely wonderful, and they have outdone themselves. As I continue, I cannot begin to express how honored I am to announce this year's Delta Deer of the Year. Since becoming a Delta approximately 66 years ago, this particular Delta woman has provided guidance and wisdom encompassed in love. She has served her community, Suffolk Public Schools, her church, and the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter with poise and grace. Her love for God is exhibited in everything she does. Delta women of all ages admire, love, and respect her candor and disposition of love. One would think that after 66 years of service, she may have lost some of her passion for the sorority, perhaps missed several events, especially in this age of technology. Not this Delta dear. She hasn't missed anything, not a virtual chapter meeting, not a virtual sister to sister connection event, not a virtual prayer call. She has participated in the virtual retreat, virtual paint, anything you can think of that Suffolk Alumni has had, she has participated. She has supported not only me, but other members of our chapter without any hesitation. And again, it's all done out of love. It gives me great pleasure to announce one of our charter members and the one and only Vermel T. Bird as the Suffolk Alumni's 2021 Delta Deer of the Year. Congratulations, Ms. Bird. I love you, and so does the ladies of Suffolk Alumni. We applaud you. Next is our Alumni Soror of the Year. Prior to COVID-19, several chapter members played a major role in making sure that Suffolk Alumni was visible to the public. The Media Relations Committee ensured that not only the local newspaper and other media outlets were aware of chapter events. Articles were provided, and at least one article was published in the South Atlantic Regional Journal. Suffolk Alumnae Chapter gained engaging presence on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. These social media platforms have been utilized to advertise chapter events and activities in an effort to reach a larger audience. Subcommittees were created, allowing committee members to use their gifts and talents on particular projects. One of those projects was the overhaul to the chapter's website. The new website is an extremely attractive site that's easy to navigate. Suffolk Alumnae's beautifully designed website is the home to youth initiative documents, scholarship applications, a calendar of upcoming events, and so much more. Once the pandemic eliminated our ability to have in-person chapter meetings, this particular soror played a leading role in the success of Suffolk Alumni having successful, smooth virtual meetings. This special lady gives of herself tirelessly. Did I mention all of the beautiful and creative flyers that have been created under her leadership and her guidance? We've also have a chapter YouTube channel. These accomplishments are the results of the work, love, and dedication of the 2021 Alumnae Soror of the Year, Mrs. Sharon Slaughter. Congratulations, Sharon. I love you, I appreciate you, and so do all of our chapter members. Congratulations. And at this time, I will turn it over to our committee chairperson, Mrs. Smith Harry.
We hope that you have all enjoyed this year's May Week kickoff event. May Week is a time in May of each year when Deltas across the globe work to emphasize scholastic achievements, educational opportunities, and community service. So in many ways, May Week serves as a way for the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter to engage, recognize, and unite the Suffolk community. Today, we recognized our community leaders and organizations for their service and dedication to the Suffolk community. We also provided financial assistance to our community's youth that are preparing for college with financial scholarships totaling thousands of dollars in awards. But we're not done yet. See, the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter has planned an entire week of community events and activities and workshops. We plan to educate, motivate, congratulate, and celebrate you, our Suffolk community. From May 1st through Saturday, May 8th, we will engage in a series of events and activities in honor of May Week. We hope that you will join us for days of worship and community service, as well as for Social Action Thursday. And let us not to forget to recognize our educators during Teachers Appreciation Day and to celebrate our seniors on Older Americans Day. The Suffolk Alumnae Chapter Arts and Letters Committee also plans to educate you daily on the history and legacy of the many schools in Suffolk that are named after and founded by African Americans. Each day, the Arts and Letters Committee will highlight a school, starting with Florence Bowser Elementary School on Monday, May 3rd, followed by a spotlight of Fred Cherry Middle School on Tuesday, Macbin Elementary School on Wednesday, and concluding with Booker T. Washington on Thursday, May 6th. But that's not all. The Suffolk Alumnae Chapter's Health and Wellness Committee will host the third part of the three-part series titled the Black Health Series. This week's topic will focus on advocating for your health and maternal mortality risks, Black women and childbirth. The workshop will take place on Saturday, May 8th at 12 noon, right here on the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter's Facebook page. Don't worry if you have to miss it. This series, as well as all of the workshops and the events hosted by the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter, can be found on our YouTube page. We encourage everyone to get involved and support the May Week activities. We look forward to seeing the many ways that you engage and support the Suffolk community. For more information and daily reminders, please visit the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter's website at www.suffolkdst.org, or you can also visit our Facebook page for access to workshops and school spotlights. In closing, I'd like to once again provide a huge congratulations to our May Week honorees. On behalf of the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter and the Suffolk community, thank you. Thank you for your years of service and for your commitment to the Suffolk community. Congratulations also to the 2021 Suffolk Alumnae Chapter's scholarship recipients. Your future is so bright. Go confidently. Never stop dreaming and never stop working to live the life that you imagine.
Let us also not forget to congratulate all of the graduates and those that have accomplished their goals this year in spite of the many obstacles and challenges presented due to COVID-19. In the words of Michelle Obama, you may live in the world as it is, but you can still work to create the world as it should be. To our Suffolk Alumnae Chapter's Alumni Soror of the Year, the very talented Soror Sharon Slaughter, and to our vivacious and victorious Delta Deer of the Year and Suffolk Alumnae Chapter Charter Member, Soror Ramel T. Bird, thank you. Thank you for your years of service to the Suffolk community. Thank you for your unwavering support and for your dedications and the many contributions that you've made to make Suffolk Alumnae Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated the best chapter. Thank you also to the members of the May Week Committee. We made it. Thank you to Courtesy and the Hospitalities Committee, Scholarship Committee, Embody and Delta Gems Committee, and many more for your contributions to today's events. To my sorors at the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter, thank you. Thank you for your support and coordination of the many activities and events that are planned during this week. I am so blessed to call Suffolk Alumnae Chapter my home. And last, the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter is able to continue the long-standing tradition of providing scholarships to college-bound youth in our community, thanks in part to your support and donations. So I'd be remiss to leave and not give you yet another opportunity to support our youth with highlights from our Suffolk Alumnae Chapter's J13 Scholarship Fundraiser. There's still time to donate, and this is an opportunity for you to help us help our youth reach their goals. Thank you in advance. Thank you in advance for your continued support of the Suffolk Alumnae Chapter and for your donations. And I look forward to engaging with the many of you that plan to take part in the May Week events. Have a blessed day. Thank you.
The Delta Academy and the GEMS program really helped me because it taught us a lot of skills that we otherwise didn't get in school, like about financial planning, also about time management, because if you had the weekend, it's like I have to study, but I also have to go to the Delta GEMS meeting. I definitely think that being involved with Delta Gym and Delta Academy has really motivated me to want to reach back. I truly feel that I was blessed by people who took the time to volunteer and to help mold me into the woman that I am today. And I feel that for me, that's something that I have to do. I have to give back. I have to reach back to pull forward and allow these women, other women in the future to become successful. Programs like Delta Gyms, Delta Academy are special for our youth because they provide just an outlet for young women. I know like in my life, I had people around me who were doing different things, who were successful, but also we had other young ladies in the Delta Gyms and Delta Academy with us who may not have had those type of role models, but being in that program helped them to see women who were teachers, educators, had different businesses, just to see them being successful was something that's really beneficial, and it just helps the community just to grow. There's a quote that says, "You can't be what you can't see." And I think that is something that's so important. And there are people, yes, who can be successful and maybe I've never seen anyone like them in that field. But to be able to see people who are from your city, from your area, people who look like you, who you know have had some of the similar background as you, are able to succeed, that further encourages you to be that. My name is LaShondra Walker, and I'm a neonatologist, which is a pediatrician who specializes in the care of well and sick newborn babies. My name is Charmaine Walker, and I'm a dentist.